Welcome, everyone, to episode 73 of Around the Book podcast. And we are officially on our last game of football. Um, of leagues that kind of matter as far as college and NFL. Canadian football is fine, and so is whatever the UFL or whatever the hell it is now. That's fine.
Canadian
But
football is fine, guys. It's fine.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, so it's a Super Bowl. It's it feels like Groundhog's Day. We have the Chiefs in it again. Eagles are back for the second time in 3 years. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this game. I'm torn. We'll get into it. We probably shouldn't get into it off the top because then we won't get into anything else that we have planned for the show. But definitely we'll have a lot of Super Bowl picks. I know Shane was saying before that he has a lot of just random stuff that he's bet on. So
I would say Ash Hattery is the way I would describe
there
much
you
of what
go.
I'm talking about. So we'll see. But
yes, there we go. So we'll get into our non-football picks, the no fun picks, I guess you could say, is for right now. What would you guys like to start off with? Do you guys have any hockey picks? Anyone besides me?
I got a couple.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and start us off with your hockey picks?
All right. So I have just three. I got the Golden Knights money line plus 100 against the Devils tomorrow. This is a pretty even matchup. I'm just taking the odds here. I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, but the Knights are on a nice run right now. And I've got another underdog, the Senators money line at plus 136 against the Lightning. Ottawa is on fire. They've climbed up. I think they have a playoff spot right now if the season ended today, so they've been on a run. They're ahead of the Lightning in the standings right now. I think plus 136 is pretty decent value there. And then I have the Leafs minus 1.5 against the Kraken at plus 160. This is in Seattle, but the Leafs are much better of a hockey team than the Kraken. So for them to win, they can cover this just by being up by one with like a minute left and then getting an empty netter. And it's at plus 160, so I think that's pretty good value there. So I got that as well. But yeah, those are my three hockey picks.
Nice. I'm sorry. I was looking at the college basketball board here, and I do have one hockey pick. It's nothing crazy. It's just a 3-leg parlay for tomorrow. I have over 5.5 in the Devils Knights game. I have Blue Jackets plus 1.5 against the hockey club. Have they decided on a name yet? Going forward, or are they just sticking with the hockey club?
I think that's still up in the air. I think
they were going to do.
if I remember correctly.
They wanted to do Yetis, but that got.
I saw that. Yeah.
I like the drink or whatever.
Yeah.
I also don't know if it's like, are they officially staying in Utah?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, right.
There's
Yeah,
not,
they got
like,
there.
no
I think they're
possibility of-
permanently moved there.
Okay,
I would
there's not
assume
still
they
that
would.
possibility of them moving back to Phoenix.
Yeah. Who knows? But and then the last leg is Tampa Bay money line. If you take those three, it's at plus 320. So, anyone else NHL? All right, Dalton. I know you have some college wrestling for us, and I don't have a banner for that. But if you want to go ahead and get
I'll
into
get
your
that out of
college
the way.
wrestling,
Not that anyone cares.
don't
But
say that.
Hey,
Hey,
you're
wanna know
right.
what
But
the
who
year's
can
so far? Want to know when the year on college wrestling? But this week we got a Big Ten doubleheader, and it actually let me bet both the matches, so that's kind of fun. We got Iowa and Nebraska. Iowa's at home. I'm taking Iowa minus 6.5. Even though this is like the number 2 team in the country against like the number 4 team in the country or something like that. I think Nebraska's 4 or 5. But I think Iowa should have no problem covering 6.5 team points. That's 2 bouts if they get some bonus points. I don't think they should have any problem covering that. Even though they looked a step behind, like significantly behind Penn State, they only won 2 bouts in that duel. I I think they'll still be able to handle Nebraska. I think there's still a big gap between Iowa and Nebraska. I don't see Nebraska winning more than maybe 3 matches. And then I'm also taking in the Penn State-Michigan match. Can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm actually betting against Penn State here. Give me Michigan plus 38.5. Because understand 38.5, that's if this was college football, that'd be about 70.
Oh my
I
god.
understand Michigan's like the number 19 team in the country. Like, they're not bad.
Yeah, Penn
it's
State
really
just
weird.
is just better than everyone from what I've learned. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, to cover 38.5, I mean, they would basically have to. They would need to win every bout and average a major decision for every match, meaning that they would have to win every bout by 8 points or more on average. So it'd be really crazy for them to win that by that much. And I also think it's going to be a duel that we're getting late in the season. I think they might rest some guys. I think Penn State might rest some guys in that match. They've been kind of doing that. That's why the Iowa match was as close as it was, because they rested Braden Davis. So I think that'll be. I trust Michigan to keep it within 38. But those two picks together parlay at plus 242.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right. Anyone else got any college wrestling? Oh, I'm sorry. I did have a college wrestling banner. I'm sorry. I did not see that.
Wow.
So it's official.
It's gonna show up after he's done.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I guess soccer. Jake, you have any soccer picks? I see the Tottenham Hotspurs flag in the background.
Yeah, no. I don't have any. I'll look
Nah.
at the board.
All good. No, you don't have to force it. It's all right.
Jake's like, yeah, if you make me kick my own ass, I will, but like, I don't want to do that.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So what should we get into next then? Let's go ahead. Anyone have any college basketball?
Yes.
Dog, go ahead and kick us off with college basketball.
All right. So I got oh man, I messed up.
Uh-oh. Your bet's going on right now, isn't it?
Come back to me.
All right, I'll go.
If anyone else,
I got it.
Just come back to me because I thought I had a parlay and I didn't put it in as a parlay. I accidentally straight.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, no.
All
That
good.
means they're all going to
The
hit.
whole reason I did it was I had a bonus bet, and now I got to find the parlay
Yeah.
odds.
They're all going to hit now, Dalton, and they're not going to be together.
So I guess I'll go then. I have a 2-leg parlay for tomorrow at plus 501, and this is once again I'm going back to the Kentucky well and betting on every Division I team in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, we're back to this. You love it.
So I hit 2 or 3 last week and I was off of the spread in the NKU game by 1, so it almost hit. But we watered it down to 2 legs here. So Western Kentucky money line against Kennesaw State, and then Eastern Kentucky money line against Florida Gulf Coast. I don't know anything else about Florida Gulf Coast basketball since they had that like Cinderella run in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, well,
where
they're
they
like
were just
dunks in or whatever.
yeah, they were just dunking on everyone. So I don't know what they've done since then, but give me Western and Eastern Kentucky money line tomorrow plus 501.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Anyone else college basketball? Are you ready?
I'm
Okay.
good now. Yeah. So I got 4 picks, and I guess I have a straight bet them in
Oh,
parlay.
there you go.
Didn't mean to do that, but oh well. So this is mostly just I'm taking West Coast teams hosting teams.
I love these
We
geography
we
parlays.
we love the themes here, fellas. We love our themes, apparently, and I'm for it.
Oh yeah. Give me Washington plus 2 at -1 at -105. Give me Stanford -3 at -115 against Wake Forest. I don't know if I said it. Washington's playing Nebraska. And then I got Stanford -3 against Wake Forest. Give me Cal -1.5 against NC State. And then it deviates from the theme a little bit, but I'm also taking Ohio State -2.5 against Maryland because they looked good against Penn State last week.
Fair enough.
Those 4 picks parlay together at plus 1230.
Nice. All right. So you kind of just did like a round robin bet almost, but a watered down version of a round robin bet.
Yeah,
So I like it.
pretty much.
Jake, Shane, college basketball for you guys.
I don't have any college.
Well, it's not March yet, which means I haven't looked at what college basketball's got going on. so,
Facts.
listen, if you are in a position like I am, where I have way too much information specifically about football in my head, you got to make concessions somewhere. You know, you can't. I can't do college basketball. I could barely do the NBA nowadays. Headspace is running out. You know, you asked me what happened in the NFL 22 years ago on today. Maybe I could tell you that, but outside of that, not a whole lot going on upstairs right now. So you're gonna have to save some room.
I get it. So let's go ahead and move on then to some NBA picks. If you want to go ahead and test out that knowledge for us. Do you have any?
Well,
do you have any NBA picks for us this week?
I do. I am 2 for 2 on parlays so far
There we
this year.
go.
So we'll see if I can make it.
He's
3 for
hot.
3. I got the Celtics -11 at home against Mavericks. I think Davis might make his debut for the team that all I'm saying he better bring a championship or people might not live to see the end of that. But we're just not going to talk too much about that. But Mavericks got historically blown out the other night because, of course, they did. And what else would happen on the, the next day?
That was so
after
funny.
that?
I went on the ESPN app and I was just looking at like what was going on at that
Yeah.
time, and I just see the Mavericks losing by like 55 points.
Yeah, it's like that feels right. Davis might make his debut, but I don't expect him to play too many minutes. I think the Celtics, despite them not being very good against the spread this year, can at least kind of put the Mavericks through further misery until they can sort of hopefully figure this thing out. We got the Lakers -6.5 at home against the Warriors. The Heat trade with the Heat for Jimmy Butler. I don't anticipate him playing obviously tomorrow. Maybe he will, but even if he does, again, it's the first game there, and they traded away some pieces that at least have been playing for them. So we'll see kind of what that Warriors team looks like. And then I have the Rockets -1 at the Timberwolves. Timberwolves are actually 12-12 at home, worse record than on the road. So I feel like you give me pretty good odds on the Rockets, so I'll take that. And that parlay is for plus 595.
Nice.
Nice. All right. I do have an NBA parlay here. So I have a 3-legger. I was successful in my NBA parlay last week as well. So shout out to who did I forget
Grizzlies?
who it was. Yes, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, we both hit on ours. 'Cause
Yes.
I had Rockets +4.
Yeah.
And you had Grizzlies, I think, either money line or
line,
yeah. So
yeah.
we both hit ours. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was watching that game like, hell yeah, I get my Grizzlies to win, and Casey also hits on his bet too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't go back to the Grizzlies well this week, but I did go Houston Rockets money line against the Timberwolves. I took Celtics -11 against the Mavericks just because the Mavs are just stupid to me. I still don't understand the trade.
Yeah.
And then I took over 221.5 on the total for the Warriors and Lakers because both those teams seem to have got better in the past few days. So I think there's going to be a lot of offense. If you take those 3 plus 578.
All right. Pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah.
For me.
So Jake Dalton, you guys got any NBA?
No NBA this week.
Gotcha. All right.
I got a parlay very eerily similar to Shane's. So we'll see if
so
that's
that's
a good
good.
thing or a bad
That's
thing.
good.
But I'm sure this is a good thing because I'm taking the Celtics -9.5 against the Mavs.
Oh, you got a better line than I did. Good
Yeah,
job.
the Mavs they almost came out on top against Philly, but I mean, you can just see like they just look more limited now. On the last possession against Philly, Kyrie got the ball and he just immediately got
that was
double
it.
teamed.
Yeah, it was the end.
And you know that's something that you now have to worry about because you just traded your other player who can handle the ball. I just don't understand the trade, as nobody really does. But give me the Celtics by 9.5. I'm also taking the Lakers minus 6.5 against the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors really improved that much with their trade, and I think in the first game with Jimmy Butler,
If
there's
he
gonna be a little
plays, yeah.
rust. If he plays, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been sitting out for a while now.
Yeah, so he might be either not playing or he'd be rusty at the very least, if nothing else.
Yeah, and they just traded like 18 points per game away with Wiggins as well. So
Yeah.
Lakers also on a heater right now. I think they're like the 4th or 5th seed.
Fifth
so
seed
they'll-
right now, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so I like them minus 6.5, and then I would have taken their money line if it was positive, but it wasn't. So I'm taking Rockets +1 against the Wolves tomorrow. Rockets are just a better team.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I got
those
a
are my
bet
two.
for you guys on the Warriors.
Uh-oh.
Over
Uh-oh.
under 6 weeks before Draymond and Jimmy get in a fight in practice.
Listen, I
think they already did.
Jimmy is like the one person that I think could put Draymond in line, maybe.
you know,
Who knows?
He might be
It's
the
gonna
only
be.
person.
They're either gonna be best friends or it's gonna be an absolute
Yeah.
shit show.
it truly is like Butler's either gonna like go walk in and be like, I respect you, or he's gonna walk in and he's gonna try to punk him so bad in practice that like Draymond has to like go home and cry for a while. Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
one of the two. I don't
Or
know which
Draymond
one it's
beat
gonna
the
be.
Shit out of him.
Yeah, it was gonna he'll try. I mean, Butler's
Yeah.
pretty well built dude himself. He's not Jordan
Yeah.
Poole out here. No offense to Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Good for him with the Wizards. But yeah, I mean, he already signed an extension too, so they kind of have to make it work.
Yeah.
Like Draymond's got to just be like, do not listen to the ghost, man. Do not listen to whatever's going on in the back of your head. Just play basketball. It's good. Don't worry about it. Like, just keep that anger inside, or at least vent on the podcast, whatever the hell you're doing. So
Yeah.
I would say I'll take the over on that. I think they can get through the season, and then we'll see what happens after the season.
He did already re-sign for like 2 more years.
Yeah, for like
Oh.
$120 million for 2 years. By the
Yeah,
way.
that's insane.
Good for him, I guess. I don't know. I'm a Heat fan, sort of, so I don't know. I don't
That's
really give a
gonna
shit.
just look. He. I can't picture him in a Warriors uniform. That just
Doesn't
looks-
feel great. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird. Feels like them just like, let's give it a shot. Who cares? Steph's 5, whatever it is. We don't have long. Let's just try this out. Why not?
I forget that he's that old.
He doesn't feel like it, right? But he's been around. 2009 draft.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then again, LeBron's out here playing.
Yeah.
So who cares? I don't even know who's old anymore, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
All right. So there's our NBA picks, and then we do have. I mean, we would be remiss if we didn't bet on the Waste Management Open this weekend. I mean, I think
We
we
were
would.
missed.
Yeah.
We did not.
So, I guess I'll start off here. I picked 3 guys to go top 20. Now, I didn't take the top of the field. Scheffler's like minus 900 to finish top 20, so I definitely was not putting him in the parlay.
Scotty.
So he definitely did not make it. But I have Seth Straka at plus 130. Matt
Did you say
Fitzpatrick-
streptococcus? Is that
Yes.
the disease?
Yep.
Wait, hold on a second. Never mind. All right.
And then I have Matt Fitzpatrick at plus 170. And then I have Hideki Matsuyama at minus 170. Every time I see that dude's name, I think of Hideki Matsui.
Nice.
But those 3 guys finished out with plus 186. I got absolutely hosed on my parlay last week. And Wyndham Clark wasn't even close. So
It'd be like
But-
that.
it'd be
You have
like
a winner?
that all the time. I don't have a winner. I'm still feeling the field out. I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, I had an okay week last week. I was by straight betting everyone for top 20. I was able to make a little profit. Also, Rory winning, hit my big guns bet.
Yeah.
So I'm now up on the year in golf by about 1.8 units.
You love it.
And then I missed my parlay though by 1 stroke. My top 20
That sucks.
parlay. Tom Hoagie was 1 stroke
Damn.
out of the top 20. Top 20. Brutal. But
What a-
this week I
what a
got
mess,
another
man.
3. I got 3 more guys to finish top 20. I straight bet them all and then put like a little over half a unit on the parlay. And then I got Justin Thomas to finish top 20 at minus 165. Hideki Matsuyama at minus 150. Those feel really safe just because they're guys that just are really consistent, especially in like the intermediate holes. You know, they're gonna find the green on those par threes. They're not gonna make a lot of dumb mistakes. And then a guy that I think also fairly consistent, but is getting plus odds. Give me Sahith Theegala at plus 150 to finish top 20. Those 3 guys together parlay at plus 569. And then I am being absolutely no fun with my winner pick, and I'm taking Scheffler at plus
I
275.
knew you were doing it.
It's free money.
Why not do a winner without?
I thought about it, but like, this is gonna hit.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
This is the most like he should probably be minus odds. Anything plus odds on Scheffler to win this tournament, he dominates it every year.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about. I mean, other than the fact that he's really good, but
Usually helps.
I don't know what it is about this tournament specifically.
Yeah.
He just owns.
I will say
Maybe he's just really passionate about waste management.
yeah.
Have we considered that
Yeah.
could be the case?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
He loves managing waste.
yeah.
right. Don't we all?
I will say for anyone listening out here that's going to be betting on golf, I think your best bet to find some value is betting on a winner without Scheffler. Because, like Dalton said, it's at plus, well, like
275 for him to
yeah,
win.
something. Yeah. So if you just start out at the without Scheffler, you're already at 10-1 odds with Justin Thomas. So plus 1,000 to Justin Thomas. So just has to finish second.
Yeah, with Scheffler in it, the next best odds are Thomas at plus 1,400. Like
Yeah.
that just goes to show you just how favored Scheffler is.
Yeah. So. But, anyways, Shane, Jake, do you guys got any golf picks?
Yeah, I got 4 picks for the top 20.
Oh,
yeah.
Extra. More.
I'm gonna-
love it.
I'm going to preface this by saying that the only golf that I have watched in 2025 was Sunday at Pebble Beach when Rory McIlroy came back. I have not watched any other golf, so I am very out of touch with.
I didn't even watch
Players
that
could-
golf.
I was just about to say, hand up. I haven't watched any at all this year.
So I don't know how these guys are doing this year, but basically what I did was I just took 4 players that I generally feel confident about that had pretty decent odds. So I went Akshay Bhatia at plus 200,
Good pick.
Sahith Theegala at plus 150, Rasmus Højgaard at plus 175, and Sung Jae Im at minus 110. And yeah, all those 4 are for top 20. So we'll see. These are my first real golf bets of the year. So now that football's winding down, this is always when I start paying attention to golf, is after the Super Bowl.
It's all good, man.
Those are good
I don't
picks.
care. You can call me a box score guy when it comes to golf. I don't care. I am.
Oh, I am too.
I'll watch golf if I'm like by myself on a Saturday afternoon and there's literally nothing else on, or if I'm at a brewery or something. But I can't watch.
Is that what I think it is, Shane? Is that what I think that hat is?
No way.
It is a U.S. Open hat, is what it is.
Oakmont?
What the hell?
Oh, nice.
Yes. It is in fact.
Put in full
Thank you for throwing me on here. I think I would have to flip my screen for people to be able to read it. But
I just want the people out there to
see,
see.
you might be asking yourself, Shane. You might be asking yourself, how does someone who says he doesn't watch golf, why does he have a U.S. Open hat? Well,
Why?
the
Shane?
answer is because it was a gift from somebody. who didn't know that I don't watch golf, and that's okay. It's a cool hat. I like it. So whatever. But I figured, hey, when else would you wear it except for when you're making your golf bets?
Yeah.
So I did also a top 20. I have a winner, but I'll get to that later. Now, last week, if you see what my PGA record is, I chose not to put the specific numbers.
Dookie.
Yeah. So didn't work out too well. Jordan Spieth looked kind of promising for about 2 seconds, and then absolutely shit his pants, I think, on the third day of the tournament. And he bounced back a little bit, and that's why he's my first top 20 bet, plus 220. I think he knocked some rust off, had a good last day of the tournament, so I'll take him again here. Pretty good odds there at plus 220. Wyndham Clark, I know Casey not a fan of him right now, but he is. So all three of the guys I have here average at least a top 30 finish, if not a little bit higher at this tournament historically. Clark has the worst odds of those, I think, at this tournament at least, like the worst performance, but plus 210 for him. And then I have Webb Simpson, who has won this tournament before back in 2020. Not been as good recently, but plus 500 odds feels pretty good for a past winner in the last 4 or 5 years. Those all together, plus 5,852, healthy on three guys, I'm sure. And then I did, because I didn't want to be Dalton in this situation, although I understand why you would do this, I took Justin Thomas, second best odds, plus 1,400. You know, is Scheffler going to win this tournament? I don't know. I've heard he's pretty good, so probably. But, you know, I've heard he's been all right. I've also heard some stuff about, like, the only thing I know Scotty Scheffler for at this point is that he was, like, arrested before a major, I think, last year. Yeah. Is that right? And it was a whole fuck up and mess. It was a whole messy thing. That's the most I know about Scotty Scheffler. So that's what But I think Justin Thomas, know him actually a little bit more for whatever reason. But second best odds plus 1,400 feels really good to have someone who is as good as him be plus 1,400 odds. So I'll take that shot basically.
Nice. All right. So there's that. Any other picks before we get into the why everyone's here?
What's going on this weekend?
I don't know. Well, hold on. Before we get into that, New York Mets fans, y'all have to take back all the shit you're talking about Pete Alonso, because Alonso just signed a 2-year extension with the Mets, or a 2-year contract with the Mets. So all you New York
Mets
fans,
baby, the Mets.
Yeah, all you Metropolitan fans, take that shit back. You guys got your first baseman.
They're not gonna do shit, Casey. They're not going to do anything they don't want to because they have Juan Soto. They're just going to talk shit all year, and then they're going to end up facing the Dodgers.
They got Juan Soto,
right? Because at this point,
baseball's so fucking stupid.
They're going to play the Dodgers like the divisional round or divisional whatever division series. I should say round, forever. And they're going to get their shit walked because it's the Dodgers, and then everyone's going to forget about the Mets for however long. Juan Soto is probably going to be really good, but no one cares after like 2 years because he's with the Mets. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So who cares, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, I just had to. All the Mets fans were pissed off that Alonso was calling him a traitor, and
he didn't even do anything.
Yeah. So
before that, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. All right. But like Dalton said, what is this weekend?
Ass.
Yeah. Dalton asks, what is this weekend? And unfortunately, there's a little something going on. So, something superb, the NFL Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
But we do have the NFL Super Bowl, and again, it is the Chiefs, like I said at the beginning of the show, against Philadelphia Eagles. I think America outside of the greater Philadelphia and greater Kansas City, Missouri area, like, I think all fans want both these teams to lose or somehow like come up with this like huge like
a meteor hit New Orleans.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Never mind. I don't want New Orleans.
Nope. He said it. He said it. Everyone heard him.
All right. Maybe like a very small one.
No, we need
just big enough to take
small meteor.
Very small one that only hits the stadium and
just the stadium.
just within the field of play.
Yeah, just the stadium. It's fine.
No, how about like a stomach bug where everyone's just got like
stomach
bug,
like
intense diarrhea. Everyone on the team, both teams.
Here's the thing. I think they just have to play, and we just have to pretend it's not happening. I think you just have to play. Imagine like they're going to catch a touchdown right at the worst time, and they can't quite.
What's worse though? watching Pat Mahomes have diarrhea on the field or watching Carson Wentz play?
Oh God.
Well, how
I think-
poetic would it be?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Oh my!
Carson Wentz could be a contributor to 2 Eagles Super Bowls in that potential. Like he could help them win 2 in that situation. Potentially.
Yeah.
So there's
Or
that.
what if he led the Chiefs to beat the Eagles?
Oh my
Well, then
god.
I think
Don't
everyone in
even-
Philadelphia would just. I'm not gonna say what. Never mind. Let me put it this way: there won't be a single poll in the city that's safe. Not a single one.
Yeah.
If that were to happen, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, let's hope.
That
for
is
that.
actually
Philadelphia
I think,
fans,
the
let's not
funniest
climb on the
possible-
polls this week if you guys win. Let's just put a PSA.
I'm pretty
out
sure
there.
didn't someone die in Philly
Yes, they
climbing a
did.
pole?
Yeah,
like,
people
but it wasn't
get-
even it wasn't even when they were going to the Super Bowl. I think it was like after they won the divisional round or whatever.
It was actually the
Wasn't it?
NFC.
It just means
Championship.
more.
Oh, it was at the championship.
But
okay.
like, come on,
All right.
guys. That's
Yeah.
let's- come on. Let's think a little bit.
Passion.
Stay on the ground, everybody.
If
Stay
you're
on the
hammered,
ground
if you're
level.
hammered,
Hey, I'll tell you
drunk,
what. If the
don't
Raiders,
climb up
if the
high.
Raiders
Don't
won a Super
climb,
Bowl,
Eddie.
I would be climbing poles.
Well, you would be wrong.
I'd be
to
doing
do
just
that.
about.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You would be wrong to do that.
Don't try this at home. All right, let's screw it. We both teams are going to play. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off here.
That's a great way to show. Both teams are going to show up. They're going to play.
Never mind. We'll get into this question later if we have time. But I guess I'll kick us off here. I'm going to take the Eagles money line at plus 102.
Always doing it.
He's
I'm
fucking
doing-
doing it.
I'm doing it.
doing it, folks.
We joke about this all the time in our group chat, guys, that
I know.
you bet against the Chiefs, and then literally the next episode you just say, "I know I shouldn't have done that because they were gonna win, or they were gonna make my bet lose." And every week it happens. But you
It
know
definitely
what?
won't happen again next week.
It can't happen again.
It definitely
can't
won't happen.
happen for the 12th time in a.
I'm not owned.
Yeah. I'm due.
Don't say that I'm owned. I'm
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm due. But I'm taking Eagles money line at plus 102, even though this is giving me eerily similar vibes to last year's Super Bowl where everyone thought, like, I don't know if you guys are feeling this, but I feel like everyone's like saying the Eagles have such a more talented team. They're going to steamroll over the Chiefs. Saquon Barkley's going to go off for 203 touchdowns. And everyone was saying that about the Niners last year, and the Chiefs just went in and played. Yeah, they were. Christian McCaffrey.
Wasn't for me.
Okay,
I knew.
that's fine.
I knew what you were.
Okay.
I knew what that was.
Not here. Yeah.
Juwan
But not
on
Jones
this show.
fake play merchants in that game somehow was the only reason you.
But anyway, so the Chiefs are just going to be the Chiefs. They're going to play sound football. Andy Reid's going to have some ridiculous offensive play that we haven't seen all year or ever.
It's called
And
something.
his coach, yeah.
Also, by the way,
yeah, it's going to be something dumb.
dumb.
It's going to be like Taylor Swift's Cheeseburger Deluxe or something like
Crisscross
that.
applesauce or
Yeah.
something bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, and then so that's what's going to happen. I'm taking Eagles money line.
Who's the weirdest Chiefs player that could score this week?
Oh, I'm on it. Hold on. Let me give me a second. I need to.
Uh,
Like rugby player.
He's not active though.
Steele.
yeah.
Is he still playing?
Steele is on the
Are
team.
you saying so? You're saying the most random Chiefs player? It's going to be Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's not random enough. He had like 2 catches for 60 yards last week, dude.
No,
Don't get
it's,
really
or
weird.
no, hold on, I got you. It's Samaje Perine on a
One
halfback screen.
he
How
caught
weird
the
Peyton
Yeah, he-
Hendershot.
Peyton Hendershot's a good one.
Joe Tooney?
You're just picking the dude with the last,
That's
or
exactly
the worst
what I
odds on the team.
What are Joe
I went
Tooney's
to
odds?
TD. I went to
Tackle
TD scores
eligible
and went
play.
all the way down.
He's
No,
not
it's
even on here, dog.
here's what it is. It's the return guy, Nico Marigi, whatever the hell his name is.
Remigio or something.
Remigio.
Oh yeah,
I think is how they say it on the broadcast every time.
it would be him.
That sounds
No,
like a name you
opening
never hear
kickoff.
before Super Bowl. And
Who
then you
the
never
hell-
hear
Kicking off
again.
first TD scorer.
Who the hell is EJ Jenkins? Am I full
I
of
don't-
shit?
No, you're not. No, just
No
no idea
idea.
who that is.
I was saying
They
because
put a,
I know
they put
a lot
fake
of
name
football.
on there just
Oh.
to see if anybody would bet on him.
It's gotta
Okay,
be,
yeah,
right?
I do have 2 more picks. Sorry, I forgot to give these.
Yeah.
So I have 3 total so far. My other one is at a plus 440, and it's the final score to have occurred as a past Super Bowl final score, and I selected yes. And then,
That feels like a good bet.
yeah.
That's
And
a
then
lot.
my last bet, which is wild that you can even bet on this, so I had to, and it was the next gen stats bets. And it was
What?
Xavier Worthy to have a ball carry speed of over 18.5 miles per hour in the game. At
We're
minus
betting
one.
on
They're
next
gonna
gen
lie to you.
stats now.
Yes,
They're
dude.
gonna lie
So
to you.
minus
This is
172. I know that's
incredible.
not great odds, but
They're
dude
not.
hit
They're
like
gonna lie to you. They're gonna be like, actually, no. He went 17.9.
Yeah, because what are we going to say? That
That's
they're
always a
wrong?
scam.
yeah.
Yeah, we're-
But he hit like 24 miles an hour in the 40-yard dash. So I'm just gonna let it rip. He's gonna get like a jet sweep and just rip that bitch for 30 yards, but he's gonna hit 22 miles an hour. Minus 172, and those are my picks so far. I'm sure I'll add like 30 more before the game's kicks
Oh, yeah.
off.
Betting on next gen stats is like
It-
that is
yeah, I pay.
Points.
Listen,
I've never seen it, and I had to do it.
we've done some degenerate shit on here
Yeah.
before, right? I was betting on which team Will Levis would throw a touchdown to on defense for like 3 weeks in a row at one point this season. That is some shit, man. That is incredible.
Yeah, everyone laughed at the first guy who did a podcast, but look at him now. I'm gonna be the guy out there that's betting on next gen stats. Next
Yeah.
year, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have next gen stat parlays, and they do these for every fucking game. I'm gonna do it.
I don't trust them not to fuck with it. I don't.
Alright.
They're gonna move the lines. No, anyway.
All right, so I'm with you, Casey, on the Eagles. I'm also taking Eagles money line at plus. I got
And
a
the
plus
next
100.
And the next gen stats are with me on that one too.
No,
Oh,
But-
all right.
I'll say this. So, I think there's 3 key differences between this Super Bowl matchup and the last time these two teams played a couple years ago. One, Saquon Barkley. I think that's the biggest difference. I don't think we can overvalue that. And then 2, the Eagles can actually cover people now. They couldn't 2 years ago. And Travis Kelce is significantly older. I think that is a big issue because the Chiefs don't really have any other weapons at this point. He's the really only reliable weapon in the passing game, like consistently reliable. And he is not the same player he was even a year ago. He can't really do anything after the catch anymore. So I think for those reasons, I actually do like the Eagles. But for them to do it, they got to control the ball. They can't get into a shootout like last time. I don't think they will. This is going to be a heavy run the ball control game. I'm taking under 48.5 at minus 110. And I'm also taking for my Super Bowl MVP. It was it didn't give me specific names, but I got running back / fullback at plus 225. That's Saquon. I mean, it might as well just be Saquon to win Super Bowl MVP at plus 225. And then a bet that I hit on the last time these two teams played. Will there be an octopus? Yes, at plus 1,300. You got to bet the octopus with this matchup. Kelsey's a candidate for it. Hurts and Barkley are also really good candidates for it. Basically, it's just, for those that don't know, it's same player to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion immediately after. So the guy that scores a touchdown has to then get the 2-point conversion right after.
All right.
No.
Got that at plus 1,300. And then I have a couple other novelty ones. Are we doing all those now? Or are we
Yep,
going
go
around
ahead.
just doing the game for sure?
Hit
All
empty
right.
the clip.
Oh yeah, I'll be emptying
So-
the clip for sure.
I've got heads on the coin toss at plus 100. You got to
We're
bet the coin
so
toss.
back with the coin toss bet, we're back, folks.
And
This is why we do this.
I'm gonna have to
You gotta
disagree
pick
with you there.
you got to pick heads. If you pick tails, something's wrong.
Fuck you for making this. It's so funny. There's people out
And
there
then-
like, what are you, fucking stupid? Anyway.
And then I got flea flicker at plus 250. This game's gonna get weird.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
That feels yeah.
amazing.
That, honestly, of all the picks this week, I think I feel the best about that.
I forgot where I saw it, but today someone was talking about that exactly. Like they're going to line up in a tush push, and then all of a sudden it's going to turn into like a 50-yard bomb.
I can see it.
I think if they do that though, like it's gonna end up being a turnover. Honestly,
yeah, yeah,
that feels like they get too cute. They try to
Yeah.
throw the ball, it becomes a turnover. Chiefs like gain the momentum, and then that's how it happens. That's kind of feels like what it would be
Yeah.
to me. But maybe I'm wrong about
or-
that.
Saquon hits Devontae Smith on a bomb.
That would be sick as hell. Yeah.
yeah.
Would
Not
that
a
be
lot.
considered a flea flicker though? If Hurts tosses it to Saquon,
I guess it depends on if where they're lined up at on the player, right? Technically, I don't know.
Well, DraftKings has a definition on the bet.
Okay,
A
cool.
flea flicker is defined as a play in which the quarterback gives the ball to a player in the backfield who runs with it and then throws the ball back to the quarterback. So it has to go back to the quarterback.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
So it won't be on a tush push if
Right.
for the flea flicker specifically. Bets will be settled as a winner with any attempted flea flicker that isn't negated by a penalty. So the negated
Yeah.
by a
This
penalty.
is legit, and
Yeah.
then you're gonna get like an illegal formation or something.
Yeah.
That means the Eagles can't do it.
it's true. Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
the Chiefs that do
The
it.
Eagles won't be allowed to pull that off because of a phantom flag will come out somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Already starting with this.
Yep. No, we're doing it.
But that's it. That's all I got.
Jake, you're up
All right.
next.
So my actual bet for the game is Chiefs minus 1.5. Just because I'm not betting against the Chiefs anymore. I'm not gonna do it. It's not smart. If there was a team that was gonna beat the Chiefs, I think the Eagles have the best chance, but I'm not gonna do it. And then I just have a bunch of random bets. I got blue for the color of Gatorade.
Oh,
Hell
Plus
yeah.
yeah.
450.
so back.
When I think of Gatorade, I mentally think of the blue Gatorade. Like I feel like that's a pretty common Gatorade.
See, I'm a red
Plus-
guy with
Plus
Gatorade.
450. So I think it was like the fourth
Yeah,
highest color. So we're going there. I'm going tails for the coin toss. So me and Dalton will be at
Oh,
odds
shit.
there.
Ew.
Yeah, right. Again, like
That is such bullshit.
You
I'm a
would be
tails man
tails
myself.
fan.
I'm a tails man myself. So
Yeah.
what do you guys have to say about it?
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We'll say though,
I,
scientifically proven that
Oh,
it's,
here we go.
there actually is some science on this. That apparently, like because of like surface area, heads is like 0.0000001% more likely.
Yeah, if that's what you're banking on, good for you, man. I'm just going off vibes, bro.
That's
Listen.
not what I'm banking on. I pick heads normally, but
Actually, if you,
yeah.
According to my calculations.
yeah,
I'm going with the flea flicker also at plus 250.
all right.
This
double
feels
up
like
on
the
that.
Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to do this at some point. Like there's going to be like an end around that gets passed back to Mahomes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still gonna be an 8-yard pass though somehow.
For me,
I
someone will still drop it.
Yeah,
Two
probably.
will drop it.
Yeah.
I got Jalen Hurts to throw exactly one passing touchdown at plus 165.
I love that bet.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that
really
at?
good. I feel like that's the max.
Plus 165. I don't think he's throwing more than one.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley to have
Throw
exactly
it.
26 rushing attempts at plus 900.
Dude, that's
Feels like
awesome.
it's possible. They're going to want to run the ball a
26
lot.
is an awesome
You said
number.
exactly
Because
26?
26 for 26, you love it.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
those. It's one of those like jersey specials, like their
Oh,
jersey.
gotcha.
number.
Oh, I thought they let you choose like.
Yeah, I did too. I was like,
I was
They
like,
have,
hell yeah.
dial in on these.
they have something like Travis Kelsey 87 receiving yards. or
Okay, all
something like
right,
that.
that makes
They have
sense.
a few.
Honestly,
That's the
awesome.
same as the Jalen Hurts one passing touchdown because his number's one.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Imagine, hey, can't Patrick Mahomes 15 touchdown passes? No,
Yeah.
15 completions would probably what it would be. But no, that's funny.
It's 15 yards for all the personal fouls he gets.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
just kidding.
I got a Taylor Swift special called
Oh,
"Shake It
here
Off."
we go.
Oh, I love it. We love it already.
Eagles to score first and Chiefs to win at plus 300.
Oh, I love that. Actually, that's cool.
I think
That's
I think we see a Saquon touchdown to start the game, and then the Chiefs win after that. But I think
Yeah.
like the Eagles will have a good first drive, and Saquon will make it.
I forgot
Yeah.
about those. I did several of those last year. I think I lost all of
That's typically what happens.
the Taylor Swift bets.
Yeah. With that in mind, I have Saquon for first touchdown scorer at plus 450. Feels a little bit high.
Yeah.
I know it's first scorer, so it's higher odds, obviously, but 450 for Saquon doesn't feel too bad. Another Swifty special called Deja Vu, and it's Chiefs to win by exactly 3 points.
Oh, okay.
So I have that at plus 750.
Feels pretty good.
And then the last one, this is a plus 550. I just have, I guess this wouldn't really work it going along with my Jalen Hurts 1 touchdown bet, but I took 1 passing TD in each quarter, so they might have to all be.
So it's like
I might bet those separately because I feel like those won't hit together.
You kind of hedged yourself.
Unless Mahomes just gets all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are all my bets. That's a total of 10.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
All right,
Well-
Shane.
Well, first of all,
Here we go.
Don't pull out a. Oh no!
Oh, God.
No!
the-
No way you've had that
He
this
did
whole
it.
time.
I have had it
He
this
did
whole
it.
time. Now I didn't want to invoke the voodoo, but
You freaking
Yeah.
did it.
so Chiefs minus 1.5. There's two people on this planet. There's two types of people on this planet. There's people who bet on the Chiefs because of the Chiefs, and there's the people who have hope left in this world. You can go ahead and guess which one of those I am. So that's pretty much a simple explanation for that. Let's get into some of the ass hattery while we're here. One of these, this won't make a lot of sense. Some of these won't make a lot of sense, but they're all ones I'm doing in different orders and variations. Jalen Hurts to score 2+ touchdowns. Yes, they will both be 1 yard or less. Devontae Smith to record 25 receiving yards in each half, plus 330 on that one. I think
like
he's
that.
going to be kind of the one that has more of a chance to be productive in this game. I think they're going to try to take Brown out of the game with McDuffie and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, plus 550 on Hurts to score 2 touchdowns, by the way. Then I have a couple Super Bowl MVP bets. One that is a little bit less ridiculous, and one that I'm going to have to paint a picture for you guys for. Let's just be honest. I'll be honest about that one.
Okay.
First one, Xavier Worthy, plus 3,100.
Yeah.
In a game where I don't think there's going to be a ton of scoring necessarily, potentially, all it takes is him to break one huge play that may decide the game, and he may end up being able to get the MVP. Like if Mahomes doesn't have a huge statistical day, if Kelsey's kind of bottled up, if the running backs kind of feast on each, like kind of take each other's reps a little bit, nobody has a huge day, I could see this certainly happening, right? Like just feels like something that could happen. And this one does take a little bit of like world building, let's just say, to make this make sense. So Trent McDuffie plus 30,000. Here's how I'm breaking it down. Early pick on AJ Brown going down the field to take the ball away from the Eagles and get an early lead for the Chiefs. Eagles are driving later in the game. They have a chance to take the lead and get a touchdown to win. McDuffie takes the ball away again, whether it's a fumble or interception. Low scoring game. I think he could potentially win it. That's my guess on that. That's how you could get there. I just like betting on the defensive MVP just to have it out there because that will happen sometimes, obviously. First touchdown scorer, Kareem Hunt, plus 950. Feels like if they get the ball first or if they can stop the Eagles on their first drive, I could see kind of a grinded out drive that ends with a touch for him in the red zone and gets a touchdown there. And then I do have a couple other special kind of bets here. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley to each record 10+ rushing yards in each quarter, plus 3,800.
Ooh, I like that.
I think Hurts is going to have to scramble around a good bit in this game because as good as their front is, he does hold the ball a lot. I think he's going to have to try to create some on his own there. And Saquon Barkley, asking him to get 10 yards in each quarter doesn't feel like asking a whole lot. I also have an exact score, like correct score bet of 24-21 Chiefs. just feels like that's how this game is going to go. Like, that's just kind of like, I would not be surprised if that's the final score of this game. Plus 9,500 for that. Take that every day of the week. I have as well a 6-leg touchdown parlay. I think there will be 6 touchdowns exactly in this game. So this is one I'm going to do. I'm going to do a second one as well that I won't do on here because it's too many bets. But I have a Jalen Hurts one, Xavier Worthy, Kareem Hunt, Devontae Smith, Travis Kelce, Saquon Barkley. All 6 of those together, plus 14,353. So obviously I have a field goal in for the Chiefs to win if my correct score hits. So that one's huge as well. And I believe that might be everything I have. Let me just double check. Yes. Yeah, that's everything for that.
Nice. All right. And yeah, you did have a lot.
I did. Yeah, I was like, hey, last game of the year, I'm emptying the clip, as you said.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And we do have one last touchdown parlay to end the season.
Have to do it.
Have to do it. It's a juicy one. I think this is one of the biggest ones we've had, odds-wise. So it's 4 guys here. I'll kick us off. I have Kareem Hunt. He did well not last week, but 2 weeks ago in the AFC Championship.
Last game.
Last game. There we go. I think if they get within 5 yards, if they get within 5 yards, they're just going to try to bruise it in with him.
Yep.
So I'll take that. Kareem Hunt.
Gonna be no fun here and just take Saquon because
Yeah.
Saquon's really fun.
Yeah.
Somebody
you
has
have to have him in the parlay.
You do.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
You do.
Yeah. I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes at plus 310. He scored with his legs a few times during this postseason run, so it feels like he's going to scramble from 5 yards out at some point and score.
That's
and at
really
plus
right.
310, it's decent value too.
Yeah.
And then I got Devontae Smith. Again, I think he's going to be the receiver in that group that has a chance to do more than A.J. Brown. I think they are going to try to take Brown away as much as they can, which when you do that, obviously somebody has to be productive in the passing game, you'd think, for the Eagles. Yeah. Could be Goddard, obviously, too, but I do think Devontae Smith will have good opportunities to score in this game.
Yeah. All right. So I'll repeat everyone. So we have Kareem Hunt, Saquon Barkley, Patrick Mahomes, and Devontae Smith. If you take all 4 of those guys, it's at plus 5,500. So you're getting a good return there, 55-1. So definitely, I would just take a flyer on it. You don't have to do a full unit, but if you want to do like a quarter unit or so, you're going to get paid out pretty well. So anyone else have any more NFL bets they want to talk about for the 2024 or 2025 season, whatever the hell it is?
I bet that I'm going to be mad at some point during the game.
Yes. Yes, everyone in America will be mad at some point in the game.
I mean, I'm hoping the Eagles can pull this off. If they do, it'll be 2 years in a row I hit some type of football future on like a championship.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Michigan winning the national championship. This year would be the Super Bowl if I can pull it off. And big payout too, I think. Decent sized payout.
There you go.
There you go. So I guess that'll conclude. I think we do appreciate you guys watching this. So free tonight. Let us know. I know we had like 100 picks for the Super Bowl, so if you did take any of those, Shane, I swear who was Jake or Shane? Who had the number of picks? Jake. Whatever those first 3 that you had, the Travis, Jalen, and whoever the Saquon was, I would parlay all those. Honestly, those all sounded great.
The only one I'm going to bet separately, I think, is the passing touchdown in every quarter.
Yeah.
But everything else, I think I'm just gonna have like a 9-leg parlay and hope to retire.
Why not? Yeah, I hope to retire. Never see him again. So no.
But we appreciate you guys watching tonight. We'll be back next week, 9:30 Eastern on Wednesday. Who knows what we'll bet on? Who knows? Football's gone. I guess we'll just be sad and bet on golf.
Futures for next year.
Yeah,
We'll,
futures for
we'll
next
talk
year.
about some way too early futures, like some 2026 Super Bowl.
Stairway to 7, folks.
Yeah.
Stairways.
Quest for 6. All right. Let's go ahead and end this episode. Good luck to your team if they're playing in the Super Bowl, but not really because I hate both those teams.